Did Toyota's CEO just hint that EVs might be overhyped? He's let out a big warning that's upset EV makers but made those who like regular cars pretty happy. The CEO, Koji, doesn't seem too keen on going all electric. But why is Toyota still pushing EVs? Even with all this going on, Toyota's been working on a new kind of fuel in secret, which might shake up the whole EV game and give a new life to traditional cars. This is what we'll talk about in today's video. As the automotive industry reaches a crucial turning point, with EVs becoming the favored choice for the future, Toyota's strategy is notably different. This change is largely driven by worldwide efforts to lower carbon emissions and tackle climate change. In response, many leading car manufacturers are turning to EV technology, moving away from traditional gasoline engines. However, Toyota, recognized for pioneering the Prius, the first hybrid car produced on a large scale, is adopting a more thoughtful and measured approach towards electric vehicles. But why is Toyota, now under new leadership, starting to focus more on EVs? A big part of the reason is the pressure from world leaders and the current trend in the market moving towards electric cars. Even though Toyota has been cautious and faced some criticism for it, they have been working on a completely new kind of fuel in secret. This new development could change the way we think about electric vehicles and might provide a new option for traditional gasoline engines, especially as they face growing criticism and the possibility of being banned. Toyota's current approach to EVs has its roots in the era of its former CEO, Akio Toyoda. Akio faced criticism for not fully embracing the shift to EVs and eventually resigned. He was known for his proactive yet careful attitude in the auto industry, expressing doubts about focusing solely on EVs. His views reflected the quiet worries of many in the industry who were cautious about rushing into an all-electric approach without thinking about other useful technologies. This time was a turning point in Toyota's history and significantly influenced its present strategy. As the world increasingly moves towards an all-electric future, both Toyota's past and current leaders advocate for a broader approach. They are raising important questions about how quickly and effectively the world can transition to EVs. Their concerns include the readiness of charging infrastructure, the environmental cost of producing EV batteries, and whether EVs are cost-effective for everyday consumers. In addition to these concerns, Toyota is not simply standing by. The company is actively exploring different paths, showing a strong commitment to innovation that extends beyond the current focus on electric vehicles. Their research is searching into new types of fuel that could provide more sustainable and practical alternatives. This work has the potential to significantly change our understanding of mobility in the future, offering solutions that could be more adaptable to various needs and environments. Toyota is taking a unique and advanced approach in the fast-changing car industry. The company is known for its innovative history, and now it's combining this with a realistic but bold plan for future transportation. This plan is wide-ranging and open-minded, incorporating different technologies to suit customers all over the world. Central to Toyota's strategy is keeping their well-known gasoline and hybrid cars, while also moving strongly into the EV market. They are preparing to introduce a range of fully electric vehicles, showing they are ready to be a major player in the world of EVs. Toyota's strategy is different from many other car companies. While many are focusing solely on EVs, Toyota is taking a broader approach. They are also improving their hybrid cars and investing in hydrogen fuel cell vehicles. This varied approach is meant to meet the needs of people all over the world, who have different requirements and preferences. Toyota recognizes that the same solution won't work everywhere. They understand the global market's diversity. In areas where the infrastructure for charging EVs is still developing, or where the power supply isn't fully based on renewable energy, Toyota sees hybrids and hydrogen fuel cell vehicles as good, environmentally friendly options. Their aim is to provide advanced but practical and accessible transportation options for everyone, no matter where they are. A key element of Toyota's innovative strategy is its focus on hydrogen fuel cell technology. Viewing hydrogen as a beacon of future energy solutions, Toyota is exploring its potential to achieve carbon neutrality. The technology, which generates electricity from a chemical reaction between hydrogen and oxygen, leaves nothing but water vapor in its wake. It holds the promise of powering vehicles efficiently without the range limitations and lengthy charging times associated with current EVs. Beyond technology, Toyota is also deeply invested in sustainability across its manufacturing processes. The company is diligently working to lower carbon emissions in its production facilities and is pioneering research into more sustainable materials for vehicle manufacturing. This commitment to sustainability reflects Toyota's understanding that the future of transportation is not only about what vehicles can do, but also about how they are made. In a significant move, Toyota's CEO has voiced a warning that's echoing through the automotive industry, especially among makers of EVs. This is a word of caution about the potential challenges and impacts of focusing too quickly and solely on electric vehicle technology. At the heart of this warning are concerns about the current challenges and uncertainties in the EV market. A key issue is the heavy reliance on a limited number of sources for essential battery components like lithium, cobalt, and nickel. The CEO points out the risk of shortages and supply chain issues, which could affect the production and cost-effectiveness of EVs. This dependence on specific countries for these materials also raises questions about the long-term viability and potential political consequences of the EV industry's rapid expansion. In a clear-cut statement, Toyota's CEO has raised an essential flag about the readiness of our world for the EV revolution. We have to make sure that our streets, towns, and cities are truly prepared for them. The CEO highlights a crucial gap. Are our charging networks and power grids strong enough to support the rapid increase in EVs? This concern is a real challenge, particularly in areas where infrastructure is still catching up. Then there's the environmental angle of EVs that often goes unnoticed. Sure, EVs are champions of clean driving, but what about their life before and after they hit the road? The CEO is urging us to look at the full picture, from the environmental toll of manufacturing these high-tech vehicles to the challenges of battery disposal. The process of making and recycling EV batteries isn't as green as one might think, and it's an area ripe for innovation. Toyota's approach, as highlighted by their CEO, is a call for balance and breadth in how we think about tomorrow's transport. They're championing a diverse array of solutions, not limited to EVs, but also hybrids, plug-in hybrids, and hydrogen fuel cells, designed to meet the varied needs and realities of consumers worldwide. Toyota's cautionary statement on the swift shift to EVs has sparked multiple reactions across the automotive industry, stressing the complex nature of this transformation. Various stakeholders, ranging from car manufacturers to environmental groups, have voiced diverse opinions, painting a picture of a sector at a crossroads. Leading EV manufacturers, such as Tesla, Nissan, and Volkswagen, who have heavily invested in EV technology, regard Toyota's conservative approach as overly cautious. They argue that the challenges Toyota points out are not hopeless and believe firmly in the extensive benefits of EVs, including their environmental and economic advantages. These companies remain steadfast in their commitment to an all-electric future, with Tesla leading the charge in EV innovation, Nissan showcasing its widely acclaimed Leaf model, and Volkswagen ambitiously planning an all-electric lineup. On the other hand, some carmakers mirror Toyota's strategy, balancing their investment in EVs with the continued development of hybrid models and other alternative fuels. Companies like Ford and General Motors recognize the varied needs of the global market and the current limitations in EV infrastructure, especially in regions still adapting to electric power. The environmental sector's response is equally varied. Some groups criticize Toyota for not wholeheartedly embracing an all-electric future, potentially impeding the shift to cleaner transportation. However, others acknowledge the legitimacy of Toyota's reservations. agreeing that factors like the environmental impact of battery production and the readiness of global infrastructure are critical concerns that warrant attention in the EV transition. Industry analysts and experts are adding their voices to this dialogue, highlighting the importance of Toyota's warning. They agree that while moving to EVs is vital for reducing carbon emissions, it is equally crucial to ensure that this transition is sustainable and inclusive. These analysts stress the importance of ongoing innovation and investment in diverse automotive technologies to build a strong, resilient transportation sector. As experts stress the need for careful planning in adopting electric vehicles, the warning from Toyota's CEO is really making people think differently about the future of cars and transportation. This is a wake-up call that could echo in the minds of prospective car buyers everywhere. Toyota's cautionary words might make you question, is the world of EVs really ready for me, or am I ready for it? This moment of reflection could lead to a broader reevaluation among consumers. The allure of EVs, often touted as the beacons of automotive progress, might now be weighed against practical considerations like charging station availability or the long-term implications of battery production. It's a shift from seeing EVs as the only future to recognizing them as part of a spectrum of sustainable options. Consumers might now feel more open to exploring the entire range of environmentally friendly options, from the latest hybrid models to cutting-edge hydrogen fuel cell vehicles. It's no longer a one-track race to electrification, but a journey through a landscape rich with choices. The effects of Toyota's warning could also extend to market dynamics. People are envisioning a future where car markets shift their focus. Instead of overwhelmingly favoring EVs, there's room for diversity. A variety of vehicles coexisting, each serving different needs and environmental objectives. In the future, buying a car may go beyond personal choice. It might become a statement about personal preferences. It becomes a part of a larger conversation about sustainability and technological readiness. Whether Toyota's cautious approach will pay off in the long run remains to be seen. Still, it certainly has sparked a much-needed discussion about the most effective and sustainable ways to achieve a greener future in transportation. Well, that is it for today. What are your thoughts on Toyota's stance and the future of EVs? Share your opinions in the comments below. And remember to like and subscribe to the channel for more insightful automotive news and analysis.